We're live.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a new installment of Catfish Weekly, brought to you by Luke Hentges, Mr. Lyle Stokes and Doc. It's going to be a good show, guys. We got some stuff going on here, and hanging out with the two older gentlemen here tonight. Pretty excited to start out the show.
Who's he calling old?
He's got to be talking about you.
I think so.
Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, man. How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. I'm just trying to get my camera adjusted now. I should have done this earlier. So I'm out here at the local lake here where I live in Minnesota, and I was gonna bring a rod out, but there's so many bluegill in this pond. I wouldn't be able to watch you guys on the screen here. So I decided just to sit here at the picnic table and record.
Oh, that'll work, man. That'll work. Well, we're happy to have you on here. I know we got some stuff to visit with you about, some up and coming things that we got going on. And first off, I would like to thank all of the guys that went down and helped the people in Texas out. There was a bunch of guys from Missouri and from Mississippi and Louisiana and all them areas and other places too. Those are just the ones that pop in my mind right off the bat for going down and helping those folks out. They needed it in a time of need where it was dangerous to be there, and they went down there and didn't even consider personal risk, just took off and went down there and made it happen, and that's outstanding. And we're praying and thinking about those guys down there and that devastation, and hopefully everything will work out for the best for all of them, and everything will get back to normal as quickly as possible.
Whew. Almost lost the camera. Now we're good. Could have been bad.
Nothing like a live show, is
That's
it?
exactly right.
I've been kind of not streaming lately, and it felt good to get on again last night, so it was fun.
Oh, I think people missed you, man.
I got a few messages.
Yeah, I bet you did. And I know the last time I talked to you, it'd been a little bit, and you said that you guys had some pretty tough weather up there.
Yeah, the water's it's kind of coming to the end of the season, or getting to be the really good part of the year for flatheads, and we got a whole bunch of rain, and the river went up and flooded again. Kind of unfortunate, but it's sturgeon season now, and sturgeon fish, and that I like sturgeon fish, and they pull a lot harder than catfish, so it's kind of a little addicting.
Well, yeah. Now, Doc, have you got any pallet sturgeon over in your area?
No.
Okay. Well, we have them on the Mississippi River in my area, and I'm sure there's some on the Missouri too, but they don't get near as big as those lake sturgeon. Not even close.
Yeah.
But they're very tasty if you don't mind going through all the effort to clean them and smoke them. They're very good eating, but the pallet sturgeon are not near the size of what you guys have access to up there.
Yep. And you mean pallet? Are you referring to shovel nose, not pallets?
They call them, the Department of Conservation here calls them pallet sturgeon. So
Pallets are almost endangered. Shovel nose are a lot more abundant. They look the same.
Well, we probably got them both down here. If there's something that swims in the river, seems like we end up with it. And to be quite honest, we could ship all them nasty old eels up there to you, and you could just have all them boogers.
The American eels?
Yeah, they're terrible.
Oh, we got those.
We don't have them like we used to have, but man, they will wind up in a dip net, and you can't get them out. Oh, they're just awful.
I don't like grabbing them. I feel like they're trying to bite me when I grab them.
They're just nasty.
They're bait stealers on the Ohio River.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Well, we got a bunch of people in chat already tonight, Luke. It looks like it's going to be a great show. We was talking here a while back about a benefit that you're going to be doing. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to get into here?
Yeah, I will. So I talked a while back about doing a charity stream here on Facebook or on YouTube. I think it's going to be on Facebook now for sure. But the only downfall about doing it on YouTube is there's some fee stuff that's involved with it. And I want all the money to go to the charity itself. I don't want to have to pay YouTube to do a charity stream. So I'm going to use Facebook. And I picked Cure. It's Cure, capital, and then Children's Cancer. They originate out of Atlanta, Georgia, actually. They're a nonprofit. They put money towards finding cures for children's cancers. They make the way of living better for families, help with travel, for parents to go see their kids at the hospitals. They're a really cool organization. I've talked with the promotion people with Cure, and they're going to be sending some shirts and stuff when the time comes. And I'm going to do a really long stream on Facebook, and the donate button should be right on the stream. So it should be a really cool event. I'm really excited to do it.
Now, what all is gonna be entailed with your stream?
Well, I'm trying to come up. I don't have a date set yet, but I'm trying to come up with, if you donate so much money, if let's say you donate $500 to the charity, maybe you get a rod from a rod manufacturer. Kind of just a bonus incentive that companies will donate some stuff to help people, get people to donate, and it is sometimes that just helps it. It helps the donations come along, and people say they donate $300 or $200 and they get a Northwoods shirt or something. They might want them to do it even more, and I'm hoping I'll set a goal. I don't know what the goal is going to be yet, but it'll be live right on the stream, and you'll be able to see the goal, and it should be really cool.
That'll be awesome, and you can count on us if there's anything we can do to help you out with that. We're trying to get Catfish Weekly shirts made by the time we get to Memphis. Whether we get them or not remains to be seen. Some of that stuff is a slow process, as you well know, but we are working on some. So count us in for some assistance to help you out with that. And as far as going on live with you, if you need to do that, all you have to do is say the word, and we'll be there.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited to do it.
And we want to help you. We want to help you promote it too, Luke.
No, perfect. I need to do a little more planning. I've been crazy busy, and it's kind of part of the reason I haven't been streaming. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's been pretty nuts. So I was pretty devastated with Hurricane Harvey. It's tough seeing all those people lose their homes and stuff. So.
And then on top of it, you get these asshats that go down there and try to take all their stuff that's still good, what's left of it, and shame on them boys. That's all we can say about that.
Yeah, that's failing humanity right there. That's a prime example.
That's exactly right. I'd agree with that 100%. I sure would. We have a short window of time, Luke, before Doc and I are going to be headed to Memphis, Tennessee, to Mississippi River Monsters.
When's that?
11 days, 10 hours, 20 minutes, and 44 seconds worth.
We're leaving Monday, man. A week from today. Yeah.
We're leaving on Wednesday.
Yeah, but you're going to the Red River of the North.
Oh, yeah. We're going to Canada.
Are you going to the Lockport Dam?
Yeah.
You lucky dog.
Reports haven't been great. There's virtually no flow there right now, and the water's low, which I'm thinking even bad fishing up there is going to be good, so we should be all right.
I have a cousin that lives I have a cousin that lives in Canada, and I know Debbie made a post today that they were getting a hell of a rainstorm and hail and a bunch of stuff up there today, so maybe that'll help you out a little bit.
We need the water south, like Minnesota, because it flows up.
It flows the opposite direction. It's hard to understand for a lot of people. But, cool that's outstanding.
It's people that haven't fished the red in prime time, even Drayton, North Dakota, or Pembina, and Grand Forks. You get up to those areas when it's prime time of the year and the bite's on. It doesn't really get any better when you're getting 100 fish a day, averaging 15 to 18 pounds.
That's hard to take, man. It
Oh,
really is. The only place that I know of that equals that is Mendota and Cherokee Lakes in Wisconsin. I know there's some other lakes that has some outstanding stuff, but
Mendota is supposed to be real good.
we fished it for 3 or 4 days and never caught a fish under 11 pounds.
Gosh.
I mean, it's just unbelievable, and it's constant. Just one, just like it is up there at the Red, just one right after the other. It was just unreal when we was up there. So man, Luke, I'm telling you, I'm thinking about that tournament up there next year.
The king, Cat's Incredible.
Yeah, I haven't been up there in a few years, so
If you
uh,
come, I'll make sure to get in it.
I'm debating on it, man. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun up there.
Oh, it's awesome.
Great
It's
people,
amazing
good
you can
fishing.
fit. It's amazing you can fit 130 boats on a river that small, isn't it?
Oh, I tell people in my area, it's like putting that many boats and launching them going up Salt River that makes Mark Twain Lake. It's crazy, but it is a lot of fun and it's great
Yep.
channel catfishing.
Yeah, and it's not as crowded as you would think.
No, those guys do a real professional job of running that tournament. It's really a cool deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's really good. They've been doing it a long time. Long time. I'm like I say, I'm really tossing that around. We haven't been up there since the time I seen you. We haven't been back, and I'm about due for one of them trips like that. And I'm pretty sure I can talk Cindy into it.
Come up to our neck of the woods a little bit.
I'd like to come up there and fish for some of them big old flatheads you got.
Anytime.
I know
Anytime.
Doc could go for some of that action.
Yeah, if it's got flatheads, I'm there.
You guys are both welcome.
We'd have a great time. We'd have a great time. We have uh, we have a bunch of people in our chat tonight, Luke. Right now
What do they
we have
got?
56 people. We got Dave Swearington and Whisker Sticks, Catfish Clothing, Chad Hansen. I just knock off a few. Terry Atkins, Jeff Frazier, Jason Burton, Steve Turner, Matt Sanders is in there, Junior Proctor, Doc's in there, Michelle Jones, Darling Thompson,
Lisa Hill.
JoJo Juice, Lisa Hill. I'm missing some, Doc. Stan Brown.
A lot of
Fat boy,
familiar names in there.
Yep,
Fat boy
yep,
Dan in there.
yep. Fat Boy Dan's in there. So pretty cool deal though. Some of the other guys don't get in here quite as early. As the show wears on, they start coming in more and more and more, which
Yep.
is that's fine and dandy too. How many when you do them live streams at night, Luke? How many of those guys are at the end are actually been in there because they come and go as you're doing those broadcasts? So how many total do you have when you finish up your stream?
How many total what?
Viewers.
It all depends. I've had streams where on Facebook where I have 300, 200 when I'm done, and I have some that have 4,000 when I'm done.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I've had
That's
one hit 20,000 within an hour. I mean, it all depends, I guess.
you're having some of those streams where you get shared 100 times.
Yeah, some people sharing is quite impressive. The social networking power some people have is pretty incredible, and I'm not one of them. I'm not tooting my own horn. There's people that make my stuff look a little rinky dink, and when they share something, stuff happens.
It explodes, yes, sir. You're right about that, and that's good. That helps everybody. It's really good for the sport. Doc, if you got anything you want to visit with Luke about?
I won't even pick a number. It's time to spin that wheel.
All right,
Pick me out a low number, Luke.
6.
6 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the winner is Brian Burnett. Let me get this rope down. I lost my ink pen. My ink pen's gone, Doc. Here it is. All right, let's see what Brian wins.
You picked that music, Lyle?
No, sir.
That's
We had
the doctor.
And Brian wins a survivor unit from Crusher Marine.
All right.
Just in time for Mississippi River Monsters. And by the way, Crusher Marine, Robert will be at Mississippi River Monsters. So if you need any of his products, whether it be a survivor unit or dragon sticks, or what's the little other deals? I can't ever remember the name of them, Doc.
No, it caught me off guard. I was looking at the chat. Somebody said it looks like I've got a black T-shirt on, and it says it looks like I just got a floating head right here, right in front of my thing.
Wow. Well, Brian, you contact Robert at Crusher Marine, and he will hook you up with one of those. And if you're going to Mississippi River Monsters, you might just give him a buzz and say, hey, I'll pick it up there.
Yep, Robert will be there.
He will be there. I talked to him yesterday for a while, and he's excited to be there, too. He's got a lot of stuff coming down and bringing, and we're going to go over and spend some time in the booth with him, probably Friday afternoon before the captain's meeting. So, it'll be a really good time, and try to help him out. He's also going to have a booth set up with offshore tackle boards. And I would be happy to show people and explain to them how those things work. And if you have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them for you.
Yes, we will. He'll have his kill zones. Those are pretty awesome.
That's what I was trying to think of was kill zones. I can't never remember the name of them. But, yeah, that's a really good product. And we're going to have some prizes. Luke, it's a shame you're not going to be there because we're going to be giving away some stuff from Rig Wrap.
I'd like to, but vacation, and I got to save up time for winter blues now.
Well, yeah, you definitely got to be there.
And then, yeah, we got some stuff planned, Lyle. It should be pretty good. When 5 days after we get back from Canada, Jacob's going on a kind of a surprise filming trip to a pretty cool place with Tommy Roberts, our rod sponsor, and they're going to go south a long ways and do some fishing, and should be really cool.
Oh, I'm sure they'll have a blast, man. Luke, I know that you're not in the tournament scene or qualified for our big tournament next May, but we have, as of today, 372 qualified anglers for the Catfish Weekly National Championship. So we are really close to our 400 target number that we wanted at the beginning of the year. I think we're going to make it with flying colors, and we would sure like to have you come down and join us for that. It will be a hoot.
Yeah, where is it at exactly located?
It'll be at Public Beach number 2 at Lake Ozark, Missouri.
Well, that ain't too far.
No, just a hop, skip, and a jump for you, dude.
Solid 8 hours, probably. Not too bad.
I'm guessing that's right. How long does it take you to get to Kansas City?
7 hours.
Yeah, it'll be probably 7 or 8 then.
So it ain't too bad. It's not bad at all.
No, that won't be bad at all.
Wow, what's he got? A storm? You got a storm coming in, Luke?
Yeah, I think you're right.
The wind is cranking.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Does that help?
Not yet.
No, it's really noisy.
All right, hold on here.
All right.
That's still loud.
It's better than it was.
Yeah, it just
Have a better
started in
idea.
all at one time.
I don't know how you can walk and not have wind noise, man.
How's it going? Oh, my truck's locked. What's up? No, I'm on a video cast. And it's raining. Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby. Yeah, it wouldn't happen to anybody but you.
Oh, go figure. I'm quick though, Lyle. I'm quick for a big guy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We're getting her done. Oh, it is getting real windy.
I don't think this was at all planned, was it, dude?
No, I didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
All right.
Dan,
As we
you
say
have
on
to.
Catfish Weekly, expect the unexpected, and
That's
what's
right.
happening
That's right.
right now.
I'm live on YouTube right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
About what?
Catfish Weekly. Out of Missouri.
Are you?
Yeah.
Dan Norris, if you are interested, if you're talking about to be in the Catfish Weekly National Championship, you have to qualify, do a qualifying event, and they're all over the place, but it's getting late in the year now, so you'd have to get in with some of the guys over on the Ohio River that's still having qualifying tournaments.
You talking to me?
Nope, but I can see you're struggling in that wind, man.
I got my chair.
Well, you don't want to leave that.
No. Oh, it's a struggle, guys. I'm getting in my truck, and I'll do the stream from the truck.
Oh man!
All right, one sec.
This is crazy.
Then I got more stuff to talk about. It should be good.
Heck yeah, man.
Hold up. That's not good.
Man, you just got in time.
Oh, it's pouring.
Matt with Catfish Clothing says Rockstar Luke Hentges swept up in a tornado on a live internet stream.
I'm good now. I'm in the safety of my vehicle.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Matthew, you are correct. The Bruce Midkiff tournament on the 23rd is a qualifying event. So, Luke, tell us what else you got going on up there.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about our new shirt we got out, and we do have some left of each size. We bought quite a few. We had quite a few shirts made. I think we sold over 80 now, and we still got some left in most sizes. So, if anyone is interested, they are still available on our website.
And they are very nice.
Yeah, they turned out really, really good.
Yep.
I know there's quite a few people in the stream that have them.
Yeah, you wear them. You wear them about every stream that you do, and they look really cool. And Jacob had them on when you got. I still can't get over your T-shirt though.
Yeah, speaking of tea, it's even when it's raining, it tastes good.
Parched, are you?
Oh, I'm parched. I better take a drink. It's part of my agreement.
Oh man, I think people really get a kick out of that.
Yeah, I wish they'd just give me free Pure Leaf. That'd make my life better, and I wouldn't have to buy it every day.
Darren says you move almost that fast when you hear a clicker go off.
Which Darren?
Darren with Lone Rock Rods.
Oh yeah, I move quick. You'd be surprised when you see a fish biting.
Oh, I know.
We got 17 last night.
I seen you had a bunch this morning, man. That's how big were they?
Our biggest was um 49.
49. Now, you
So
talking
not
inches or pounds?
inches.
Okay.
Still,
So
that's good.
they're a little thin right now, but I think they're gonna start beefing up here once the shad start dying off and water gets cold. They'll see a lot more shad die, and those fish will be able to eat a lot better. So
Now, tell us about your rig you was using last night. I have caught sturgeon on worms like you was doing, and I never caught them on shad, and you was using both of them.
yeah, we double it up. You got to give them the whole smorgasbord. They love shad because that's what they're eating primarily in that river system, gizzard shad. And just tip it with a worm to keep the shad on there. You pinch the tail off. Some people leave them whole. Just a standard Carolina rig on the bottom, and you keep your line tight. And it's a real light bite, and it's pretty cool though. It's fun to do. And sometimes when you crank down on the rod tip comes up when you reel down, and sometimes the rod tip keeps going to the water. That's when you know you got a big one.
That's right. Now, how big do they get up there?
I've seen quite a few fish caught in the Croy over 100 pounds. 78 inches is the biggest I've seen in this river system, which is probably 140 pounds, maybe somewhere in there.
That's pretty good. I didn't know they got that big in your area.
Yeah, Wisconsin, they got one that was 91. I think it was 200 and something pounds.
Wow.
So for lake sturgeon, that's really impressive.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
giant. I would try that. How about you, Doc?
Oh yeah. If it pulls, I won.
Yeah.
Oh, you want pull? They'll get you pull. I promise you that. And it's not like jerky drag pulling like a flathead. It's slow. You tighten that drag down, and it is a slow roll on that drag. Just keeps going, and
Man.
they're incredibly. When you get up into that mid 40-inch range and up in the 50s, there's no fish that can compare to those sturgeon. They're incredible.
Now, what size hook are you using?
I run a 6-aught Gamakatsu circle hook.
Really, just a small hook. Wow.
Yeah, nothing big, and you just load it. Well, you can use a bigger hook, but it's just more worms you got to put on it.
No.
But-
Yeah.
Because you don't want to leave too much bare metal, you know.
Well, they're fighters for sure. They have pretty sharp points on the back of them too.
Yeah, the sides and the back, and they wear down as they get bigger. The really little ones, when you get them like under 2 feet long, they'll wreck your hand if you're not careful. You got to really hold them tight.
Yep.
Those, yeah, they're crazy, crazy sharp.
Yep, they sure are. Well, dang, Luke, I really thought that you had a date on this thing yet. I'm excited about this live feed. Now,
Yeah.
we're talking about hours of live streaming here.
Oh yeah, mini. I'm probably gonna do 4 or 5 hour stream. It's gonna test my will, because that last 4 hour one I did, I was sore for like 2 days. I didn't let go of my phone once.
Yeah, I know. I was with you the whole way. We just got a message from Cliff Miller, a friend of mine, and yes, Cliff, the Catfish Weekly National Championship, Catfish Week, the Twisted Cat Outdoor 2-day Classic in Quincy, Illinois, is a qualifying event. It sure is. So any of you guys that happen to be up in that area are going to be in that area the end of next month. The end of this month. Contact Alex Nagy. He'll give you all the specifics. They have between $5,000 and $6,000 worth of added money for that event right now. And you finish in the top 5, you are qualified for the Catfish Weekly National Championship. It'll be a big one.
Jeremy Hedge wants to know, Luke, are the sturgeon hook and line shy?
Are they what?
Hook and line shy?
I wouldn't have anything to conclude that as evident. I know that sometimes they're the kings of picking bait up and spitting it out, and that's kind of what they do anyways. So it'd be really hard to tell if it was or not, but I don't think so. I mean, when they're running the bottom, your line where we're fishing, there's really no current, so all the line and stuff's laying on the bottom. So I mean, they'll pick it up and spit it out. Sometimes, you usually get them that second time when they pick it up because it'll just give a little tick like that, and then sometimes that'll be it. Then you don't have them. But when you're fishing heavy current with like white sturgeon, or you're fishing heavy current even with lake sturgeon where there's actually flow, a lot of the time they'll just bend the rod down and you don't have to be right on the rod right away. So it's just I would say they're not line shy.
I don't think too many of the truly hard fighting fish are. And I consider truly hard fighting fish like sturgeon and catfish, all species of catfish, and any of the bigger species. The panfish, including bass, I don't consider them hard fighters myself. The only way they seem to be hard fighters if you have them on an ultralight rig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like pulling in a 30-inch walleye on your cat rod. It's really fun when you got a walleye rod. It's not as fun when you have a cat rod.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, man. Of course, I wouldn't do anything to stir the pot, but a bunch of my friends are bass fishermen and stuff. But hey, Luke, your old buddy, Muddy River Catfishing, just joined the show.
Mr. Chris Flores.
That's right. Good to have Chris on watching the show. I was watching Dieter before the show, and his son Grayson had dropped a pair of Costa sunglasses in the water. He was pretty much bumming about that.
Have you had a chance to use the bobber that is from Chris Flores with the hook setter?
No.
If you bobber fish for cats, it's the best bobber on the market right now. That thing is amazing. I use it all the time.
Neat. Matt Sanders says bass, the original ditch pickle. I would agree with that.
When I want to go fishing and not have to try, I go bass fishing.
Well, there's really, if all you got to do is keep buying plugs, you'll find something that they'll hit. I mean,
exactly.
I get more entertainment, honestly, out of getting bait for catfish than I ever did bass fishing. Yeah. Whether it be bluegill or mud cats or shad. Shad's not really that much fun because you have to throw a damn net. But skipjack is one of the most fun things that you could catch.
I've never done it. I've heard so many good things.
Oh, wow. Tell him, Doc. Tell him.
Yeah, it's okay until your grandson kicks you in the face with his big foot. But yeah, it's a blast.
Well, you get them on a sabiki rig, Luke, and you'll have 6 hooks and stop it, and they'll go. You get 6 of them on time. They're all going a different direction.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I heard people call them like freshwater tarpon or something like that.
Yep. That's what they do. They come ripping out of the water, shaking their heads. Most of the time they split. If you got 2 jigs on, they send one goes one way, the another one goes the other way, and then you lose the whole rig.
Yeah, they are so much fun, and they're great bait. Of course, they're only good bait where they're a natural bait for, in the big rivers and stuff like that. I've tried them in a lot of lakes. I've never had any success with that whatsoever.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I pound them with
really?
the little 4 to 5 inch skipjacks. Nobody ever wants those. I gather those up by the hundreds.
Heck yeah.
Channel cats love them.
That's awesome. I'll have to give that a try. I never have had any success with that. But I would be interested in giving it a try, especially now. Those work really good up in channel cat water above the Keokuk Dam.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But up there, my bait of choice is moon eye.
Oh yeah.
I love that stuff. Kind of hard to come by this time of year. That far north. You don't have any of that stuff up there, do you, Luke? And if you did, you
Gold?
couldn't use it anyhow,
We got gold eye.
do you?
Yeah, they're pretty much identical to moon eye, but yeah, Red River's full of gold eye.
You can't use them up there where you fish, though, on the Minnesota River, can you?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, can you? Because the only thing you ever use is them old mud puppies.
Yeah, but I don't have any places around the cities. I've only really caught them ever on the Red River up by Grand Forks. They're everywhere below those dams and in Fargo, and
Really?
they're even Drayton. They're below those dams, man. They're in that little bit of whitewater, the seams off the bottom of the whitewater, and throw a bobber in there. It's every. I fly fish for them actually in Fargo when I lived there. That was really fun.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, heck yeah. Tony Caton just joined the show.
Catch the fever.
Catch the fever. He's got the fever, man.
Oh yeah.
He's got the fever.
I was out last night, right? So got home at about 4:15 a.m. and and I was headed home. I was about 15 minutes from home. It was just turning 4 a.m. So I got a message earlier in the night from my buddy. He says, "Are you still fishing?" It was like 1:30 a.m. He's like, "I just woke up and I think I want to go fishing. I was asleep." He's like, "I think I'm going to load the boat up." And I didn't hear from him. And I was headed home. It was about, almost 4 o'clock a.m. and 4 a.m. And I said, "Did you end up fishing?" He's like, "I'm actually launching right now." He woke up in the middle of the night and went and launched his boat
Wow.
by himself.
Hardcore. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He was watching my stream and it made him get the itch.
Well, it makes me get the itch every time I watch one, but not bad enough to go out in the middle of the night and launch a boat by myself.
There's a lot of people out here coming to fish now.
That's cool. James Smith, you can use carp for bait. It works very well at certain times. Asian carp is one of the great unregulated baits that works really well. They get very little recognition for being a great bait, but it has become a natural food source because we'll never get rid of them. And the big blues and flatheads eat them like they're going out of style. So don't be afraid to use carp.
Must be nice to be able to use carp as bait. We can't here. It's illegal.
I guess, I've heard you talk about that so many times, and I can't imagine why you can't use carp. Do you have the Asian carp up your way?
There's been records of a few being caught in the river that I sturgeon fish in, and they've been around a while now here, but there's no population. I've never actually seen one, so.
Okay. Well, we got enough for everybody.
Yeah, that Missouri's got a ton of silver carp in it.
Yes, it does. It does. But nothing compared to the Illinois River.
Is that even worse?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's awful.
It looks like Jiffy Pop popcorn when a motor goes up through there.
It does. Luke, do you remember my tracker when we had it up there to Cat's Incredible?
I don't remember 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, it has a full enclosure, and when you put it up, I can stand up in there, and there's a foot above my head. And we've had 30-pounders on top of that enclosure.
Does that hurt it?
It hasn't yet. We've had them on the Illinois River running wide open, hit the front of the boat when they jump up, and actually turn the boat in the water.
Oh, my gosh.
It's unbelievable, the numbers of them they have and the size of them that's over there. They got the little ones too, but they got just unbelievable amounts of them. Unbelievable amounts.
I took on our Missouri trip that we were just at recently, I was out there with the fishery biologist with the Department of Natural Resources, and he had never seen a live specimen of a silver carp. You should have seen it when I got that, when one jumped in the boat. He was like a kid in a candy store looking at that thing.
I'll bet. Dieter Melhorn has joined our show, and he wants to know why you are in your truck, Luke.
Well, it started raining. But you know what, though? It ended up getting perfectly calm out, and the sun's out again, so let's go.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Matt Sanders told Dieter that he thinks you was worried about floating away, man.
Yeah, I float pretty good, let me tell you. It's like a natural life jacket.
You know so many guys, and they're all going to get on you. You know they are.
I know. Kind of want to show you guys the waterfall in my town.
Waterfall.
Yeah, I'll show you it.
Now, what town are you exactly in up there, Luke?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
No, I'm in Jordan, Minnesota.
Jordan. I don't
Yep.
know. How far is that from Minneapolis?
25 minutes.
Okay. Pretty close then.
30 minutes, probably. I'll show you the waterfall really quick. It's really loud, so.
Okay.
We got kicked out of this park the other night.
Lisa Hill says your fast action ninja move when you started raining.
I'm fast. I don't like getting wet.
I can hear the waterfall or something now.
That's it. So this river, I'll leave here quick. I'll show you what it looks like, though.
Sure. Chat
Oh, wow.
Catfishing just joined the show. Hey, that is bad. That's
So
way cool.
That ends up flowing into the Minnesota River. It's called Sand Creek,
That's way cool.
and it is full of creek chubs.
Again, you can't use those on a Minnesota River. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh, you could use creek chubs.
It's one of the baits we can use.
Okay, I know. The fact that you can only use one rod at a time just blows my mind. I didn't know there was anywhere in the world that had a regulation like that until I started watching you.
We're gonna get the 2-line law passed this year, Lyle.
Well, I hope you do.
I will be hopefully I'll be attending the roundtable with the state, and I was actually out. I was out last night fishing, and a gentleman I was talking to, his dad's the Republican senator, one of the Republican senators from Minnesota, who's actually in favor of that new law. So
Good deal.
really cool.
That is good. That's real good.
So I got kicked out of this park the other night catching frogs.
Do you want to tell us about that?
Well, I knew it closed at 10, but I took Ginger Cat came out with me, and we were walking around the park. Nobody else was in here because it was closed, and we were walking, and a cop pulled up. He said, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "Catching frogs." And he says, "The park closed at 10. I said, "How about 10 more minutes?" And I said, I need to run to the end of the corner here, and I'll come back and we'll leave. So he gave me 10 more minutes, and that was very nice of him.
Yes, it was.
He could have technically gave me a ticket.
Well, I'm glad he did it. It makes for a great story, though.
Yep. We carp fish down there at the waterfall. And every time we're down there, it's really, really late, and they usually let us just sit down there and fish. I mean, they close the park so people don't cause trouble. Obviously, we're not causing trouble when we're adult men fishing, you know.
Exactly. But we
don't know exactly, but
James Dockery says, "Okay, so now he wants to see you run after some frogs."
I think I'll pass. I'm all frogged out.
I have a frog net. It's like a dip net, except it's on about a 6 or 8 foot handle, aluminum handle.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
It's actually Ginger Cat's, but I've acquired it now, and he's got to take it back.
Oh man.
Yeah, they
Dude,
work great.
Yeah. Well,
But
frogs work really good up in your neck of the woods, and they work good around here certain times of year.
yeah, and at night, all you got to do is put a spotlight on them, and you can just go pick them up. You don't even need a net at night.
Really? I never tried that.
Yeah, you just shine them, and they don't move. You just go grab them. Works good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can just see the bluegills below me in this water right here.
Wow.
They are everywhere.
Luke wants to know how many more months of good fishing you got, Luke. Dieter
365
wants
days
to
a
know.
year. What kind of who asked that?
Dieter, he wants to know how many more months of good fishing does Luke have before it gets too cold?
I ice fish sturgeon, so it never ends.
Oh, okay.
I'll
You
be
also
breaking.
asked,
I'll go out until I can't break ice anymore until I ruin my prop. The time of year I usually lose my props when the river starts freezing, when I'm breaking 4 inches of ice that most people would walk on with my boat. And once that's done, then we start ice fishing them. And I'm not a huge ice fishing fan, but pulling a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pound fish up a 8-inch hole is pretty fun.
wow.
I guess it would be fun, I guess, but I'm not getting out on that ice
Oh, it's fine.
as long as you're doing it.
I'm okay as
Yep,
long as I got a boat under me.
that's
Wait, you
exactly
guys wouldn't
right.
want, you don't, driving on a river in a truck doesn't entice you?
No,
No.
about as much as jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. I'm not doing that either.
You just gotta close your eyes.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. No.
Hey, Lyle,
Sir,
it's time to spin that wheel.
well, let's do that. Luke, oh, hang on a minute. I got to find my
Uh-oh.
random.org. I know I got it up here. I just got to come up with it. I don't know how I lost it. I've got too many windows open, I assume. So let me see if I can get to that.
I kind of want to put my phone underwater so you guys can see.
Can you do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, got one of them fancy smancy ones.
I'll go in there and then you guys tell me if you can see them, okay? So it's gonna, I won't hear you for a while. My phone's gonna be underwater. You gotta let me know if you can see it when I get it back up, okay?
All right.
All right, it's party time, guys. This is what we call party time. We're going in.
He doesn't understand. He has to make some kind of noise so his camera or so his thing works. Now he lost her all.
Yeah.
We got a
and I
picture of Luke.
I don't know why it did that.
I don't know either, but without you talking into it, it doesn't show your image on a thing. So whatever you had it underneath the water doesn't show up.
Well, that's no good.
lost.
I'm trying to find the stream here.
Now, in
I
the
might lose you.
meantime, why don't you pick us out a low number and we'll just spin the wheel again?
All right, how about 9?
9.
9.
9 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the winner is Joel Yadow, Yaddow. And let's see what Joel wins. Whisker sticks. Joel, if you will contact me, I have
Hey, he's in chat.
Joel Yadow is in chat.
Yes, he is.
Outstanding. I have the whisker sticks here. If you will send me your address on our Catfish Weekly Messenger, I will get those babies out to you tomorrow, and you can sure enough have them and be ready to go. So thanks for watching, and thanks for playing the Rig Wrap prize wheel. And Doc, I've got Rig Wrap bag full. I've got single hooks. I've got double hooks. I've got 197s. I've got 2022s. I've got single hooks and double hooks. I have Demon Dragons in red box rigs. I've got all that stuff ready to go to Memphis.
Sounds good.
Man,
How many boats are going to be in Memphis?
there's 150 some right now. Look at this, Rick.
Holy.
Look at this, Luke. I got a Crusher Marine Gator to keep me from burning my pretty little face while we're down there.
That beard should do well enough, shouldn't it?
It never has yet.
As white as that thing is, you think that'd reflect it all?
Well, you he's a funny man, Luke Hentges. Oh, baby.
Top of my head. It's nice and shiny.
Yeah, my top of mine is a little shiny also, too. But that's okay. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, when your brain can only hold so much hair, you know, you get full of wisdom and knowledge, your hair starts falling out.
Is that what it is? That's not exactly what I used to say, but it's probably close enough. We got anything going on in chat, Doc?
Yeah, somebody just sent you a message. Where was that?
Joel says he wants to donate them to the Veterans Fishing Tournament. That is outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you, Joel. Be sure and get in contact with us. We'll make sure we get you hooked up.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Lyle, can
Very
you tell
nice.
us about your rods?
Which ones?
I don't know. Catfish Clothing asked about it. Lyle, can you tell us about your rods?
Basically, I build every rod to order, whatever people want. I bake. This one is the new rod for Cindy. We'll be taking this rod down there. I'll get it out. I really haven't told anybody about it except Doc. But this is a new blank that I designed, and we have a company building them for us because I'm tired of the guys taking and sending our stuff overseas and have the China guys make them like them. But you can only get this blank through me, kind of like our bumping rod. Nobody else has access to them. And I built this for Cindy. Figure she'd be a good one to try it out at the Catfish Tournament in Memphis. You can come down and check it out. She will be using this rod. And in Missouri, you're only allowed 2 rods on the Mississippi River unless you have it branded with your name and address or conservation number. So on the back side of that, if I can find it, I put her conservation number. Let's see, right there on the back of it. So as long as you have that on there, you could use 3 or more rods. So I do that on her stuff, but something I don't normally do, I don't like aluminum reel seats because they're so heavy. This is a new one, and it's smaller diameter for this rod, so I put these on there for her. Like I say, we're going to test this baby out. I'm hoping we put a big fish in a boat on it. If we don't, we'll go catch fish on it regardless. Ain't that right, Luke?
Looks good, Lyle.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But we do a lot of E-glass blanks. We do the 90% of what I do is bumping rods. I never dreamed of that, but We seen a need years ago when everybody was using musky rods to bump with, and they was breaking them all the time, and bass rods, and they was breaking them all the time. And we designed the first catfish specific bumping rod, and for a long time we was the only one that built bumping rods, and now there's a bunch of other people that are following that line, and that's perfectly great. But 90% of what I do is bumping rods, and we designed this one specifically for women and kids because they're smaller, lighter, their hands aren't as big, needed something that wasn't big around. So that was the reasoning behind this. And like I say, we're going to give it a shot down there and see how it works out. I think it'll be fine. It's rated for like 140 pounds, and it has a medium fast tip. So we'll find out.
Yeah, don't put it in my hand. I have a tendency of trying to lose them. All I do is relax for 5
We
seconds.
usually don't. We usually don't talk about my stuff on the show, Doc.
I know.
Kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for it.
Mhm.
But
That's
you
all
know,
right.
we have give away 2 of the B&M bumping rods on the prize wheel, and I was very cautious about putting it back on there. And I got a hold of George, and I asked if they wanted to go again, and he said absolutely. So they're back on the prize wheel. You can get a chance to win a free B&M bumping rod. We still have this surprise spot that nobody knows about on there, which will make a great prize. I promise you, you'll like that one. You never get in on the thing, Luke. I never see you enter the prize wheel giveaways.
I was gonna today, and I knew I was gonna be on it, and I decided I wouldn't want to win it when I'm on the show.
Well, that'd be the time it happened, as sure as the world, too.
Yeah.
Jason, you can just go to the Facebook page. We had our website crashed, and I never have found anybody that can help me get that WordPress site back up. So until I figure it out or get somebody to do it, then all the stuff would be on Facebook, on Black Horse Rod Facebook page. Chris Flores says, have a good night, guys. You'll see us next time. Thanks for watching, Chris. We really appreciate it.
Thanks,
How
Chris.
about Chris?
But what else you got going up there? How's the other guys with Northwood Angling doing?
Good. Busy. They're, everyone, they got families. I got myself. So
Yeah.
it's been going good. People haven't been fishing a whole lot. It's kind of in between sturgeon and flathead right now, and I'm kind of the early guys out this year for sturgeon. So I mean, a lot of the sturgeon guys haven't really even gone out yet.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
are you guys still got a bunch of catfish trips planned for this year, or are you about to head over to the sturgeon thing?
pretty much sturgeon. We'll go to the Red River here, and then after that, we'll be sturgeon fishing until we head down to Alabama for winter blues.
I am so jealous of you guys going up there to Red River.
I've never been up to Selkirk before, Lockport, so it'll be my first time.
Oh, I've never been up there either, but I told Cindy, I said, if we go to Cat's Incredible, we're going to take the extra day or whatever it is to go up there.
I don't blame you. I would too.
You know, it's like 11 or 14 hours, something like that for me. If you're going to drive that, we drove it all night and got there the next morning, and we stayed there 3 or 4 days and fished the tournament. And if you're going to be there 3 or 4 days, you might as well just take a day, drive up there, spend another 3 or 4 days, and catch some of the absolute giants, and then come home.
Yeah, either if you don't go all the way to Canada, you can always go to the Drayton Dam. It's the last lowhead dam on the river, and it's a real good fishery. I've had a couple days, 100 fish days out there. It's been crazy.
That's pretty good channel catfish, ain't it, Doc?
Yeah, I like
And then they're studs too. They're really great fish.
Yeah, I think me and Jacob, we got 98 in like a little over half a day of fishing, and they were averaging just over 15. So I mean,
15-pound average.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Have jello arms after that.
We stopped standing up at about 70. We couldn't even reel in anymore. We just sat in our chairs and reeled them in.
Wow.
It was tough. And it was 20 degrees out.
Now, how many of you guys are going up there next week?
All 4 of us.
All 4 of you. That'll be a blast. And how long are you going to be there?
It's till Sunday. We'll come back Sunday, leave Wednesday night. We'll get there right when the sun's coming up, probably Thursday morning, and I'll be live on Facebook on Thursday on YouTube. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. That'd be a blast. That will be a hoot. I can't wait to see you guys get that stuff going on. As you know, I've been watching some other guys that have been up there in the last few weeks, and they're catching some fish, but not like it normally is.
Yeah, there's just not much flow right now.
That's what it takes to make them channel cat work up there, isn't it?
Yep. I mean, we'll probably try some bumping might be effective right now. Or at least dragging baits to get the bait moving a little bit. If the fish aren't moving, if they don't have to move, I don't know. I've never done it, but I was thinking there might be some alternative methods to getting the bait to those fish. I don't know, but you might have some ideas. You're kind of the bumping king.
Well, I like to bump, but if I was up there and there wasn't any flow, I believe I'd be dragging baits behind planer boards if it was me.
We got some.
That would be what, if there's no current, you create your own current that way.
That's a good point.
What can you allowed to use for bait up there, Luke?
What's that?
What are you allowed to use for bait up there?
They sell bait there at the bait shop, and I know a lot of people use frogs up there, so.
Okay.
So it should be good. I mean, we got 2 planer boards and can only use 1 rod each, so everything's barbless up there, no barbed hooks.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 straight back and 2 out on planer boards, and you could probably do some damage with that low current, I think.
Absolutely.
And I don't think anyone does that, Lyle. No one.
Oh, I'm sure they don't.
Oh,
I'm sure they don't.
Planer boards, yeah, man,
Man, that'd be fun though on the Red River with planer boards.
yeah, them things would probably slam a planer board under just like a blue does.
Yes,
we wanted to do it even if there was current, we still wanted to try it.
Sure.
But we're gonna do it for sure now with this low current. I mean, might be something pretty magical that nobody's ever really done up there. So.
That's right. That'd be a blast, man. You get some good footage off of that. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
When them boards go underneath the water and go completely under and stay under, and they will with those big channel cat up there, that'd be a blast. It'd be a hoot. Make some great video. You'll have them guys. Jacob, he'll be trying to figure out what he can edit and what he can't.
We got to figure out all the filming stuff up there. I know they got some weird laws, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't believe we'll be able to fly a drone out there is my guess, so. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
Well, that's too bad if that's the case, because you guys done a video here a while back, has some absolutely fantastic drone footage on it.
Yeah, they're getting real good at flying it. It's definitely a skill that's acquired.
Not been hitting any more buildings or anything like that.
Nope, it's been good.
Blake's been behaving himself, huh?
And now they make a mount now for the Mavic Pro, our drone that has handles now, so you can actually use it as an extra filming camera. It's a good filming camera too. So.
Yeah. That'd be a blast. Well, Luke, man, we appreciate you going out there to your park and showing us your waterfall and joining us on the show tonight. I mean, we're looking forward to this Cures event. I am really excited about that, and honest to God, if there's anything we can do to help you, all you got to do is holler.
Yep, I will definitely be in contact with you. I took a lot of hours researching different charities on which one give the most and which ones are, and I think this one is perfect for what I wanted to do. So I'm really excited to do it too, and I'll definitely reach out to you when I figure out a date. And I think it'll be during sturgeon here in the next month or month and a half when it's real good sturgeon fishing. I see the Northwoods guys messaging me on Facebook right now asking why I'm not answering them. They obviously have no clue what I'm doing right now. Hey guys, I'm in here, guys, in case you're wondering.
Oh man!
But yeah, thanks for having me on though. It was awesome.
Well, I
Thanks for
wanted to
being
make
on.
sure that, yeah, absolutely. We wanted to make sure that everybody knew this was coming up so we can get as many people on board with it as we possibly can. It's a big deal, and it's going to be for helping these kids that have cancer
Yep.
issues and things like that. And um, that's a really important thing. And I know because you and I have talked quite a bit that you researched to make sure that the highest percentage of money actually went to this organization to help
Yep.
find cures. And I appreciate the fact that you spent so much time doing that. That's
Yeah,
really bad.
it's definitely opened my eyes. So it's tough seeing some of those charities to kids and where the people that run them are making $1 million a year. It's pretty crazy.
It's hard for me to understand why them CEOs of these organizations that's supposed to put all this money towards finding these cures when they're making 6 and 8 figure paydays.
Yep,
Yep,
exactly.
I agree. Well, listen, Luke, thanks again. We'll get you back on here when you get ready. Let me know how I can help you. We'll be glad to do it.
Thanks, Lyle, Doc. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna head home here.
All
All
right,
right.
buddy.
Thanks,
Have a
Luke.
good. Bye.
Bye. Always fun having Luke on the show, man. He is a
Yes,
hoot.
it is.
He's a
Yes,
hoot.
it is.
What do you have for tournament results and upcoming events, Doc?
Well, I've got a good one here. This past Saturday, there was a tournament called the Summer Slam in Steubenville, Ohio. It was run by Eric Tustin. Um, they had whoever was fishing the tournament had them bring canned goods. And what they did is they gathered 365 canned goods and raised $234, and they're going to send that all to Houston tomorrow.
That's outstanding.
Uh, Harvey helped for the Harvey hurricane thing, and they had a 3-fish limit. It was on the Ohio River, so it's protected waters. West Virginia on one side, Ohio on the other side. And first place, Louis Hellwig, Trent Hellwig, and Joanna Raphael, 45.05 pounds. Second place was Chris Phillips and James and Matt Helms, 41.7 pounds. They also had the big fish, which was a 26.7 pound flat. Third was Vaughn Jackson and Sergio Rodriguez. They had 32.95 pounds. They also had a flat that went 26.55, so the second place team just barely inched them out. Big Fish Honors. Fourth place was Chris Utter and Deanna Fedorko, 29.55 pounds. And fifth was Tommy Byers and John Barnett, 26.75 pounds. And all 5 of those teams are now qualified for the Catfish Weekly National Championships next year.
That is correct, and those are all posted up and already on the website.
And I believe he had 13 boats in that tournament. Flathead Blues on Hoover, 9 teams, a 3-fish limit. First place, Mike Anderson and Jerry Height, 41.3 pounds. Second, Kyle Gibney and Joe Hatfield, 40.5 pounds. Third, Robert Kilkenny and Bill Taylor, 35.4 pounds. The third place team also had the big fish, which was a 17.6 pound flat. 9 teams participated in it. Cat Chasers on Buckeye Lake in central Ohio. 6-fish limit, 7 boats. First place, Tom Sr. and Tom Jr. Long, 41.0 pounds. Second, Willie Smith and Jacob Smith, 30.1. Third, Doc Lang and Star Flaherty, that's my granddaughter, 28.7 pounds. And fourth, Tony Bernardo and Jeff Corley, 26.8. Big fish was Tommy Long Sr. with a 10.1. Willie had a 7.0 big fish, and Star and I had a 6.75 big fish. So they were all right in there.
Great channel catch.
Yeah. Mississippi River Monsters Tournament. Right now, the water is currently at 7.47 feet. It's going to rise to 12.2 feet by Thursday. Then they're going to drop the bottom out of it. And on game day, which is the 16th, they're looking at 1.75 foot. Last year, it was at 7 foot. That's what we fished in. So a lot different conditions this year.
Yes. They'll still be current down there, but it's not going to be ripping like it was. Not going to be ripping like it was last year. Well, how about a tip for the week, Doc?
Doc's tip for the week, electrical tape. This stuff can do everything for you. I always make sure I carry a roll or two of it on board the boat. If you accidentally cut yourself with a knife, you can use this stuff to wrap up a rag, and it'll hold you. Cut your hand. If a guard tries to take a tool out of your hand and he lays your hand wide open, you can use that to do that. If you break an eye off of a fishing rod, you can temporarily use that to, there's just countless things to use with the electric tape. And that's Doc's tip for the night.
And you can use it.
Tape.
You can use it for bare wires.
Yeah, especially. Yeah. And they always seem to get rubbed when you least expect it.
Yeah, like tournament day.
Yeah. So, but that's Doc's tip, electrical tape. Keep it on board.
That's a great tip. And I know you and I are really excited about getting to Memphis. It's going to be a hoot down there. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a live show next Monday night out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, we are.
That's
Lord
going to be a blast.
We get down there in one piece.
Well, hopefully that happens. We don't want any trouble going down there. It's going to be a blast.
I know. Last year, I think we were part of NASCAR. When we went down there, Maine.
Doc, we had plans. I don't know if we talked about this on the show before or not, but we had a heart set on Dieter Melhorn coming out and spending a day or two with us and doing some pre-fishing. We was going to teach him how to bump, and something's come up now where Dieter can't make it, and I really hate that. I thought we was going to have a really good time with Dieter in the boat with us, but he's got to do that work thing like so many of us do, and he's not going to be able to make it out there. But we'll try to make that happen again. Him or Lukey, the one in the boat live streaming while we're pre-fishing, would have been a blast.
Yeah,
that would have been a really, really great time. So maybe we can get him at Moss-John, Ohio, or next year down there or something. It'd be ready to go.
But we are going to have one of the big riders on board our boat.
We are. Next Wednesday, we will have Ron Presley in the boat with us for a few hours.
We will. And
it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll try to do some video work. I'm sure he will try to do some video work, and maybe he can get some information for his articles.
And maybe he can give us some information on how to catch them fish down there.
Yeah, if we're struggling, we may need him.
We'll take everything we can get. I am so looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Dwayne Buckridge says his partner's ready to leave tomorrow. That'd be great. That'd be great. Dieter says he's heartbroken. I know he was kind of planning on it too, and I was really counting on him being there. I thought that, man, we are going to have so much fun with Dieter down there. But I do understand the work situation. We all have to do what we have to do. And Dieter, I know you're still watching. You need to help us set up a time when we get you back on the show with Grayson. I think you and Grayson would make a great show for us, and it would be really fun to have you guys on here one of these nights when Grayson doesn't have a bunch of stuff going on, or you guys aren't out fishing, as you guys have been catching a lot of fish, which is awesome. Makes me jealous. What else we got tonight, Doc?
I don't know. Well, I will tell you something. When I went to Buckeye Lake, I'll just put a plug out there for Lowrance. I have nothing but a Lowrance electronics on board my boat. I knew nothing about Buckeye Lake, didn't have a clue. So I went to Genesis and I downloaded a map of Buckeye Lake, contour map, downloaded it to my unit, took one look at it, and the first thing I looked for was contours. I'm looking for a ledge, a drop off, that kind of stuff. So I seen the lines were all tight, packed together. That's where I went. Within a half an hour, we had limit. So them fish were laying right along that ledge, and that map helped me to find where the fish were at on a lake I had never ever tried before.
That's cool. That's
so
cool.
That was pretty good.
That is. You know, Doc, last week before the show, I told you about a company that I'd done some dealings with, and I wanted to talk about it last week, and we got tied up with going on and on and on. I didn't get around to it. Now, a few years ago, for our anniversary, at the very first Ironman tournament, it happened to be over our anniversary, and Cindy bought me a Penn Fathom 20 for our anniversary present from Dave out of Bottomless Tackle. And in return, of course, I didn't know she had done it, and I bought her a blue Alpha Mar. They was both brand new them years, and we was real excited to try them out. And I've had this Fathom all these years and never, ever had to do anything to it. I got some new line in here a while back, I think I was telling you guys about, and I went to put new braid on my Fathom, and it wouldn't reel. And I noticed that the cap underneath there that holds the line pawl was missing, and the pawl and the spring and the nut was all gone off this reel, and I had no idea this stuff was missing. And I go online, and the first 2 or 3 places is supposed to sell you parts either wouldn't answer the phone or wouldn't call me back. And I got a hold of Fishing Outfitters, Dave's Parts and Service in Florida, 3 days, and a grand total with shipping of $9.95. I got this stuff shipped to my door in 3 days. Exactly what I wanted at a great price, shipping and all, less than $10. I got the pawl, the line, the spring, and the line nut, all one whack, 3 days. It's called Tarpon Fishing Outfitters. They got the stuff. They took care of me. They done an outstanding job, and I'm very happy to pass that information with you guys along. If you need parts for pin reels, I don't know what other kind of parts they handle, but they had everything I needed, and they did me a great service, and I was thrilled to get them. And now my Penn Fathom will be in Memphis with me as I had planned, raring to go. Probably have it on a 10-foot rod, and I'm excited about it. Like I say, we've got everything ready to go. All we got to do is put some stuff in the boat. Basically, everything's ready. So, and I'm sure you're about ready too, Doc.
Yep. I got my one bumping rod ready because the rest of my rods are in your boat.
You know, I think that Cindy's about got everything laying in the living room to where all we have to do is pick it up, put it in a truck. A lot of the stuff's already in the truck. We've been getting ready for a month. We're really excited about getting down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the closer it gets to time, the earlier our takeoff time from the house will be. So by the time we get ready to go next Sunday night, we was planning on leaving early in the morning and being down there sometime mid-afternoon. But we may just leave like right after dinner Sunday night, so we can be on the water and get all of our stuff lined up when we get there and get ready to find out everything to do the show, knock that out. And we're going to be on the water Tuesday without a doubt.
Yep, sounds good.
Without a doubt. Yep, sounds like a great time. We're going to have a blast down there. Hope everybody has a safe trip down there. Please keep the people in Texas in your thoughts and prayers. They really need it, probably more than anybody right now. It's been a devastating time for them, and then there's another one coming on the way. So keep your eye on that for everybody from Florida on. and try to keep that in. But everybody on their way to Memphis, have a safe trip, and we will see you down there next week.
See you next week, guys. Thanks
All
for
right.
tuning in.
Thanks for watching.